Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR 08 for the PlayStation 3. And in this episode of our season as Kasey Kahne, driver of the number 9 Dodge Dealers Dodge, we're going to Phoenix for the Subway Fresh Fit 500. Last episode we finished 38th at Texas. John Wood won the race. I did not know he was even running the race. He's in the 21 car. Well, I don't know what happened to Ken Schrader in his 21 car, though. I could have sworn Ken Schrader drove the 21 car. Was there another 21 car I didn't know about? I don't freaking know. Maybe there's a Little Debbie 21 car. I don't know. But we're still 4th in the standings, but we're even further behind the points leader, Kyle Busch. We DNF'd on the white flag. We got trapped a lap down with like 20-something laps to go, and there was absolutely nothing I could do to get my lap back because, 2007 NASCAR was still run like shit as far as cars getting trapped a lap down. Anyhow, Tony Stewart is your pole sitter here at Phoenix. That's nice. You got Kevin Harvick also in the front row. Kurt Busch starting 3rd. David Strimmy starting 4th. Jeff Burton, I think he got the pole at Texas. He's starting 5th. Clint Boyer had an awful race at Texas, but he's starting 6th in this one. Dave Blaney, Greg Biffle, Ricky Rudd, and Joni Machek rounds out the top 10. A lot of these guys, they are really in need of good runs, or it's just completely random seeing them start that well. Like Greg Biffle, he should be running great in 2007, but he's not. Yeah. This is our first night race of the season. And man, these lights are really lighting up this freaking track. Yeah, this is whenever they had 2 Phoenix races. I don't think this was the first time they had 2 Phoenix races, but it was early on in all of that. For a long time, there was just one, and it was at the end of the season. And I wish they would go back to just having one, because they've done ruined what made them need 2 of this track. This track, having this old pavement and also having grass, was what made it be nice to have 2 dates. Now it doesn't really matter, because they go running both of them at daytime anyways. The first Phoenix race is at day, and the second one's at day. And the pavement's not worn out. And there's no grass. So they all go driving off the track to make moves at restarts. Man, this car is freaking loose. When I'm driving it to its fullest potential, obviously I'm all warmed up from the first time I tried to record this session, and it crashed after I ran this race because I was fucking around with the replay, trying to get a nice thumbnail. And I got a nice thumbnail. And then I backed out and it froze. The weird thing is, I finished 5th the first time I ran this race. The first time I ran Texas, I think I finished 28th. I finished 10 positions worse when I ran Texas last time, which is the one that you actually got to see. Oh my God, Kyle Petty, he's back. I'm trying to claim 41st on him. And he's going to chop off my ass. Okay, if there's one thing I know about this track now, after running it the first time, it destroys the right front tire, I believe it is. So, by the end of every fuel run, I'm got a pretty high chance of blowing the right front tire before I even head down pit road. Kyle Petty, if you don't go the fuck away, how am I having a problem battling with someone for 41st? I don't know. Go ahead. Go ahead. I can't make the corner anymore. I get great big old runs off of turn 4 every time, but it don't matter with Kyle Petty here. I don't feel like it actually matters that much how I run here at Phoenix. I think it's more important that I just run my race, do what I gotta do. Kyle Petty just wrecked his own shit. We're all on the same lap and everything, so shouldn't have to be worried about this caution putting me a lap down. There's our flag, man. We didn't get a flag, man, at Texas, and I don't know why. I had nothing to do with that. Jeez.
Stop on the board.
Okay, so here's our first pit stop of the race. Unfortunately under caution, but that's kind of how it always goes. The game said that I don't have damage. I am seeing damage right there. Maybe they're insisting that that does not actually count as damage, what Kyle Petty did to me. Yeah, I'm so out of it now. Ill-tempered, impatient. No. After what happened at Texas, I'm here, I'm running this race, and we're gonna see what happens, and I have, like, nothing to do with it. Because you know me, I drive the car the best that I can, I pit whenever I feel is necessary, sometimes not even necessary, but just because I have no reason not to. And then in the end, we finish somewhere. It's a freaking game. It's one of those games where it doesn't actually matter what you do. I'm noticing there's an animation for the flagman to wave the green flag at restarts. Either that he just sits there holding a green flag, I don't know. We'll see whenever we go next time by, because I swear I just saw him waving the green flag at that restart. We're closing on these guys. We're going to dive underneath David Rudiman. Yeah, he waves the green flag every time. You can see him moving it around, but that's odd. There's always somebody there waving a flag, no matter what. You get to the last lap, we'd be waving the white flag. And you come to the finish line, we'd be waving the checkered flag, probably. And we're back up to 41st again. I don't know what happened to Kyle Petty. Yeah, we get big runs off of turn 4. I feel like I'm kind of slow in turn 1. I have to be really freaking aggressive here in turn 1 to actually make something happen. It'd be really helpful if I didn't have somebody trying to pass me every time, because then that kind of screws over the rest of my corner whenever I want to arc it right. So yeah, we're going to send it in, turn 3. And it's going to wash up just a little bit, and then they're all going to start hitting the brakes off the corner. I don't want to steer. I don't want to steer, because then I'll flip the car over. Because that's how the game is designed. Please stop. You can't steer that much. You cannot make abrasive movements with your steering wheel on this game. It will flip the whole car over. That's not how it work, but it do that. And so, if I hit somebody in the middle of the corner like this, whenever it's so freaking flat, that'll tumble my car. If I take a hard left off the corner to stay away from somebody, that'll flip the car over. And so, at that point, I don't really know what to do. So I try to not make contact unless I know it'll help me. Most contact, it doesn't. It's like the whole balance of your car is just unstable. And they drive like goddamn shopping carts. They're that top heavy. See, that's how I'd like to take every corner. We're up to 37th. But none of that is by my doing, because I'm just running my line, running my pace, and this race is progressing just however it wants. Freaking Dale Jarrett. Okay, we're going to pass who I believe to be Ken Schrader. I don't actually know who that is. I guess it's John Wood. I always thought it was Ken Schrader because it's the 21 car. Ken Schrader is more important than John Wood. Dale Jarrett, I wish you'd fucking die. You're annoying, man. And now my corner's all fucked up because I'm having to try to block you for my own benefit. So are you going to pass me and drive away? Is Bobby Labonte going to do that too? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what the game plan is. But they are staying on my case. And I can't clear him. So we've met our match with Dale Jarrett here. Now he's got the inside advantage, so he's got to drive away at some point. We're going to pass David Reagan eventually, I suppose. Is everything okay with the car? It's a shitty car. In order to get a good finish in this race, everybody's going to have to take pit stops and they don't need to. Bobby Labonte just fucking ran my ass over. Please stop. Somebody. Everybody! Stop! Go fuck yourselves! Oh my god! So everybody's taking pit stops. I don't know why they're taking pit stops right now. We haven't gone very far. But not many people pit under that caution last time. I know I was faster than David Reagan. I'm not faster than Bobby Labonte and Dale Jarrett. And it don't matter how good I am because I'm just getting harassed. Go! Get off the track! We're gonna take a pit stop to get off the track. What the hell am I talking about? I can't even get off the track whenever I gotta take a pit stop in this game. So yeah, we're gonna pass all these guys. We're not gonna have to pit for a while, so they might get trapped a lap down if there's a caution because, you know, these AI can't take pit stops. There's the caution I was talking about. So, yeah, these guys that might have been given some mercy. I don't know if they were a lap down or not or yet. So was the caution like turn 3? Everybody was stopped over there. Oh, Tony Stewart and Tony Raines just left the racetrack. Wait, he was over there. He just warped and appeared behind Tony Stewart, and Tony Stewart is still going. I don't even know, but I'm going to take a pit stop because that was well past the halfway point of my run. I don't know how many cars were trapped a lap down. I just know that we were 9th. Okay, so we actually have damage this time to repair. And I can see it, but only the game knows if it actually matters, the damage. Please do not take the sheet metal off my car. I do not like it when you do that. Can I keep all of my right side, my left side, my front, and my rear, all the sheet metal? Just fix the whole car and let me keep all my sheet metal. I'm suspicious of the right rear sheet metal, though. That looks like it could get removed soon. Again, only the game knows what sheet metal you're going to keep and what's going to get removed. Because it doesn't happen during the pit stop. It's like you just come to the restart and suddenly something's missing. What? It looks like they damaged my car more under the pit stop rather than fixing anything. Okay, so I'm 10th. And my fresh tires are making this car drive erratically. Oh my god. I'm at the tail of the field. Okay. Any cars that are a lap down and are ahead of leader Jeff Burton, and there's a lot of cars ahead of Jeff Burton right now. And any of those guys that are a lap down, they are going to get their laps back if there's another caution soon. What are you doing? I am trying to get out from behind you. Man, I'm hard for Menard. I'll tell you that. I'm really hard for Menard. Get him fucking butt raped for that shit. Because I just ran these guys the fuck down. I just drove them down. God knows where the hell I'd be if he hadn't parked it in front of me 5 laps ago. Because now I'm here, and I've got the pace to pass them. I don't know where I'd be if that had never happened. But we're going to send it into this corner. I ain't got any more grip than that, so we're going to hit him. I don't know which of these guys are positioned. I have no way of knowing who's positioned. It's very poorly organized. It would make more sense if they just put the lead lap cars behind other lead lap cars. And if someone's a lap down, either give them a wave around or put them behind the leaders. Prioritize. No, they don't do that. It's already part of what happened at Texas that was really annoying and miserable. And now we got this shit, which also makes no sense. There's no indicators in this game. And if there were, there'd be so many of them at the same freaking time. I wouldn't be able to know what the hell is going on. It'd be very distorting. They don't know how to make freaking games. I can see all the cars. I know each and every single name. Jeff Green, J.J. Yilley, Tony Raines, Ricky Rudd, David Rudiman, Dale Jarrett. I can name them. I can barely even see them. But no, I don't know what position and who's on the lead lap and who's not. Dale Jr. is leading right now. I can't see the track map anymore because my car is constantly getting damaged. Joe Nemechek is causing a stack up right here. Okay, then. I'm trying to turn. I ain't got any more grip than that. Come on. Can I please see the track map? I'm tired of looking at this damaged shit. Give me the track map. I want to know how the race is going. Please show me the track map. Thank you. Now it's Kevin Harvick. There could have been like 4 lead changes since the last time we saw the track map, to be honest. But the game takes that long to show us something I don't need to see. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of cars in between us and the leader, and we're only 9th. So odds are he's put a lot of guys back a lap down, which is really convenient for us. There's a few guys that still have their laps, and they're driving away from the leader. Obviously, because they don't have traffic themselves. Everyone else was in traffic, so it makes sense. You know, my tires are getting used up, and we're almost halfway. Somebody just pulled in front of Clint Boyer. That is Tony Stewart. Yeah, he's having an awful race. Jamie McGoddamn Murray, what are you doing? McDouche. Holy shit. I'm trying to go around him, you're trying to block me, and then I try to sit in the middle of the track, and then you're weeble wobble. So the weird thing is that I'm driving rather conservative right now compared to how I was at the beginning of the race. I was running all out, using up my fresh tires at the start of the race and not passing anybody. But now, I'm moving through the field And it's like, I'm just doing my thing, and whatever happens, happens. Since this restart, I've made up one position. I have no idea what car that was on. Now Jimmy Johnson's the leader. Now it's Jeff Burton again. So, who is for position, and who is not? There are like 7 cars between me and Jeff Burton that are for position. There are so many more than 7 cars, it could be entirely random. Target car wasn't for position. Mikasugi car wasn't for position. Tony Stewart just came off freaking pit road, so I don't doubt he is. Clinton Boyer was not for position. I'm cutting you off because I'm trying to keep on moving. Dale Jarrett's for position. Okay, now that makes sense. Yeah, we were battling with him and Bobby Labonte and whoever else earlier. Oh my god, I am running out of grip. I'm figuring that if we have to take green flag pit stops, it's going to be all of us. It's not just going to be a few of us and everybody getting their laps back. But I am all out of grip. It's used up. And there's a caution. That means a bunch of guys just got trapped a lap down again. And a few guys got their laps back. Everyone's going to have to pit under the caution, so I mean, I don't know if they're going to put them back behind the leaders or anything like that. Oh, poor Joe Nemechek. Okay. So, what is our 3rd pit stop of the race? I feel like we're getting less pit stops than we should because of the cautions that skip laps, and then they're all under caution anyway, so none of the pit stops under caution are really worth seeing because it's just another pit stop under caution. If it was a pit stop under the green flag, I feel like it'd be worth you seeing because those would stick out at this point.
2 seconds now, buddy.
So we're in 10th. Kurt Busch is leading the race, and he has a bunch of cars ahead of him again. This is just always putting us in a position where we can maintain where we are because all those guys are getting their laps back. Ow! Okay, so Mark Martin decided I would get bashed into so he could get back into 10th place. But I mean, I don't blame you. You never deserved to have a race like this in the first place. I was the guy that was running freaking 37th on speed or whatever. But with all this traffic, so many of these probably are lapped cars. I don't know. We're going to try to maintain position. I moved into 9th. Please stop it, stupid Reed Sorensen, son of a bitch. Teared up my ass. They just fixed my ass. I don't know when that happened, but it did. Okay, I have nowhere to go because they're running side by side here at Phoenix. I don't have anywhere to go.
Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. You're full of shit. Would you... Go past them. Do something. I'm trying to make progress and you're doing all that. There's nowhere to go. God dang it. Get in there. I gotta put my nose in places and make moves that are not smart. Just so that I can actually do something here. Okay, we're in 7th. Because it doesn't really matter whenever we have such a far ways to go in the race. We're past the halfway point just a bit. But it's like if there's no caution, I need to be running my best laps. And past all these guys so they're not in my way later on. Oh, God, Dave Reagan just got stopped by Montoya. I mean, that's what it looked like happened. He reacted to something that he didn't need to. Reed Sorensen, I swear, you do this shit to me one more time. Are we going to clear him? We're not going to clear him. And I don't have anywhere to go. Stupid catch-up car. Is that really John Wood? John Wood won Texas. There's no other 21 car running. There was 2 21 cars in NASCAR 08 on the PS2. They actually have more drivers, real drivers, in the Cup Series field on these 2007 games than the actual 43 cars that make a field. Whenever I played NASCAR 8 on the PS2, Greg Biffle didn't run. It took me a while to figure it out, but no, he never ran. So I guess they decided that we would have 2 21 cars just so they could replace Greg Biffle. Which is rough because Greg Biffle actually ran well in 2007. but they really replaced Ken Schrader for John Wood. I mean, either way, you get a 21 car, but they gave us the wrong 21 car. I think all of us would prefer some Little Debbie diabetes snacks versus a bottle of fucking ketchup. We're getting past. We were 7th, now we're 10th again. This damn 09 car, I can't tell if he's for position or not, because we're passing people, then we're getting past, and then I can't tell who's for position and who's not. Get a big old arc off the corner. David Rudeman's on the move all of a sudden, and then we're both passing Michael Waltrip and Brian Vickers here. I'm lacking so much grip in turn 1 every time. The car always bounces up the track anyways. Waltrip, get freaking off yourself out of the way. God damn it. I'm running freaking 11th. Waltrip isn't for position. Jimmy Johnson has put like all those cars back a lap down. There's only 2 and they drove away from him. There goes Mark Martin. Okay, we got people taking pit stops. They're all pulling off. And now I'm low on fuel, so yeah, this all makes sense. I usually blow a tire right after I get low on fuel, so I'm not going to try to go another lap after this. I'm just going to go ahead and pit. I don't know, like trapping people lap down shenanigans. It's the second line, it's not the first one. I was going 36. I don't have damage to fix. I would beg to defer. It looks like I have a ton of damage. And heck, even the indicator at the top right of the screen keeps on saying I have something in the right front or the left rear or whatever.
Stop on the board.
So, this is our first green flag pit stop of the race. Michael Waltrip just ghosted through me. We're all dead now. And we just couldn't. We just could not have a green flag pit stop. We have a caution. I might be trapped a lap down now, unless everyone was already taking their pit stops. I mean, maybe that I am first. Okay, and well, then there's a caution right after the restart. Okay, well, I'm not pitting under this one. What happened to my ass? Lopsided ass. Kasey Kahne. Ow! You fucker! Dale, you fucker! Nemechek tumbled into pit road. Clint Boyer just got the lucky dog. Okay. So it says he's 20th, which means there should be like 20 cars in the lead lap. And then the number of cars on the lead lap is going to be determined by how many of these guys I can stay in front of. I mean, as long as I'm the leader, I don't expect that to last, but we don't have any pit stops to take for the remainder of the race. And obviously, because we got like freaking 13 to go. And a full fuel run / tire run is like 17 laps. So, I'm going to try to win here at Phoenix. Oh, holy shit, these guys are aggressive. Would you? Okay, Mike, misogynist fucking Wallace. Just dump my goddamn shit. So, we're under 10 laps to go. I already know of that. I'm 23rd. Okay, that makes sense. Would you get the fuck off my ass? Overrated, bitch. Okay, so we got a few laps to go. And now it says I'm 9th. How it says I was 23rd, and then I'm 9th. Then I'm 10th again. I was running 10th for most of this damn race. I don't know whose ass I want to kick, but I want to kick somebody's ass. Dale Jr. I don't know. You deserve that anyways. Go fuck yourself. No one's getting their laps back, to my knowledge. I mean, that seems like what's happening. I mean, I don't know how else to explain this shit. Because why would we get sent to the tail of the field of like all the lead lap cars and then only be 10th? I hate all of you. You're all stupid bastards. I can't run the top, I can't run the bottom. I'm getting someone up my ass no matter what. And the tires on this damn thing are shot. Well, we did spin, but I can't drive away from somebody, and I can't drive up to somebody. We're finally at 2 to go. We're running 6th. Paul Menard leading this race. Why? What the fuck changed? Where they have to run my ass over constantly. Dude, How do you stop the car? They got me pressing the goddamn square button to stop the car, but it's not that game. Instead, I press the L2 to stop the car, but it's already going backwards, so that's got to be for reverse, and it doesn't do anything. Ow. It says I'm 27th. I'm actually 27th. Dude, if there's hardly anybody on the lead lap in the first place, and then suddenly we go from having just a few to next to nothing. Do you mind? Every single fucking one of them! Just run my goddamn bitch ass over! Every single one of them! I have nowhere to go! I'm just constantly getting run over! Every single car on the goddamn racetrack! And this race doesn't end! We just keep on adding laps!
Don't worry about that one. Stay focused.
Unlimited green-white checkers? Or, you stop putting cars back on the lead lap under 10 to go? Because you did that at other races? You're not doing that here. Spent all race being able to hold my own, get past maybe one car a lap. Instead, I'm getting run over repeatedly in the final 10 laps of the race. And so we're going to finish 24th after running 10th all race long because they would not stop wrecking me out of positions at the end of the race. At least Greg Biffle wins, not Paul Menard. Kurt Busch led the most laps in this race. I can imagine that. I saw him up there a lot. Same with Jimmy Johnson, and I guess we saw Jeff Burton quite a few times. I didn't know I led 10 laps. I thought I led maybe a little bit less than that. But we're going to organize this by finishing. Okay, Kyle Busch gained a bunch of points on all of us. Again, there's something about Kyle Busch in this game. No matter how much bad luck everybody could get, he just doesn't get it. Mark Martin gained a bunch of points on us. I think Clint Boyer finished 22nd, so he gains a few points on us. We get 24th. And then Ryan Newman finished 37th. So at least we've got that going for us. So I'll see you guys next time when we run the Aaron's 499 at Talladega. Let's actually take a look at the standings before we end off this video. Yeah, we fall to 5th. Yeah, Greg Biffle won that race, so he passes us in the standings. I wasn't paying much attention to him. But we're 239 points behind Kyle Busch, who now has a 164-point lead over Mark Martin. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd say there's a pretty damn close margin from Ryan Newman all the way on to like David Gillen right here, because it's like within 90 points of third place. But then suddenly the gap for first and second is 100-something points. But we're going to our second super speedway race of the season. Hopefully that goes as well as the Daytona 500 did, which I don't even know how that happened. But see you next time. That's that, and episode over.